Former Secretary of Defense and U.S. Senator Bill Cohen says he fears what could come from a second term by President Trump. In an interview from Washington this morning, Cohen told me that Trump feels he's above the rule of law, something Cohen says would only get worse if he won re-election. And he tells us trying to discredit the news media and intelligence agencies are marks of a dictatorship and what a tyrant would do. Cohen believes Trump seeks to divide rather than unify the country at a time of crisis, particularly when it comes to racial unrest.
The president likes to wrap himself in the American flag. All of us want to embrace the American flag. And yet some of his supporters have three flags. They have the American flag, the Confederate flag, and the Nazi flag. And I've seen that when the rallies take place, when they were marching in Charlotte, and they had the Confederate flag. They were wearing Nazi armbands. And so there were neo-Nazis there. And the president said, well, there are good people among them. No, there were no good Nazis. There were no good neo-Nazis. And not once did he ever criticize them, really tear them down for carrying such an insignia. And the same thing with the Confederate flag. The Confederate flag is waved. These are the people who wanted to enslave people. That war was fought not over, quote, their culture. So I think taking the Confederate monuments down is the right thing to do. I think that you go too far when you talk about our founding fathers. Yes, they were flawed people like all of us are, but they tried to build a country. They tried to hold the country together. They were not trying to divide it as the Confederates were.
Now, Bill Cohen, a Republican, also tells us he's disappointed in the GOP-led Senate for what he says giving up their power by not holding the executive branch accountable.